Okay, so J25, it's exciting. So anyway, we're gonna get started. Giving thanks to all the fans, thanks to all the family, all the support. I give all the thanks in the world. Thank y'all the best. So yeah, for the most part, we have coming up my favorite project, my passion project, Joshua Stakeout episode 1 before morning. Now again, it won't be again the first ones of the upcoming. Maybe Miles. I'm sorry. Yeah, Miles Morales. But I think about it, is already out. That's gonna be more episodes of that, and then doing this Miles Morales and Friends. So it's kind of a multiversal story going around multiverse and finding these spider people, Spider Men and women, even some animals I don't know, who are being spider people. What else can I say? What else can I say? But again, stay tuned with that. But as we evolve, shout out Justice Nixon. Shout out a lot of other people. James Potts for that so far. And a few other people you'll see later on. A little spoiler. But anyway, that's one of the things we have going out right now. Spider-Man and his Spider Friends. Another one we have going on is, we already had the Street Boy Chronicles, but there's going to be kind of, maybe not like a movie, but it's kind of like a prequel to a movie. I don't know how to say it, but it's like a little short film. It's all what it is, Street Boy Chronicles being what it is. And next, the dates again are going to vary between anywhere between August to December. It's a big little gap, but stay with me. Anyway, Joshua Stakeout. It all kind of culminates into Joshua Stakeout. And a bit before is the Marshall Mike 3. We started on that last year in December, as well as Joshua Stakeout. Malfunction. Anyway, the Joshua Stakeout series is so near to me. But it encompasses pretty much all these vast universes. I'm going to talk about the multiverse this, the multiverse that. The Chick Mira verse is essentially anywhere between the Street Boy Chronicles to Marshall Mike to the Kings of Atlanta. And speaking of the Kings of Atlanta, Kings of Atlanta Volume 2, it's also been in the works. Shout out to Via Roz and James is in that one too. James Potts is also in that one. Pretty much all the ones you see coming out basically with Marshall Mike and other things. And Alex Javo, another guy. But a big shout out Christopher Hatcher. You got Brandon Delgado, a lot of other people. Some people may or may not know from Marshall Mike 1, Ishmael Carroll. So yeah, the roles there. So yeah, a lot of new faces as well. So just stay tuned again with Marshall Mike 3. It's a big one. And then Kings of Atlanta Volume 2. I'm trying to maybe release it out around September. But there's still some parts need to be filmed. I want to say Marshall Mike 3 is like 75% done. Kings of Atlanta Volume 2, I'd say 50%. And then I would say I'm going to roll with Joshua Stakeout episode 1, maybe about 60% done. And then, let me see, because I started a lot of these at the same time or in between in production with each other. But in the production process, pretty much all of them, and post-production simultaneously. Like you'll see scenes posted every now and then. And yeah, with that, and then some other miscellaneous projects that might involve around October, maybe because those are something like spooky. I don't know. I'm into, not that I'm into that horror stuff, but just trying out the genres. I gotta try out all the genres, A little bit of romantic comedy within its hopes of romance. Might do a little spin-off, might do a little sequel series somewhat with the same character, Leroy, because I want to revisit Leroy's universe. It's all a part of the Chick Miraverse. Let's open some romance, the Kings of Atlanta, Marshall Mike, Street Boy Chronicles, even the Spider-Verse thing. But to get into copyrights and stuff like that, we can't really use like a Spider-Man. But Miles Morales, in the Spider-Verse, you know what I'm saying? Character created by Marvel, but it's one of my dreams to portray Miles Morales in like an MCU film or any Sony film. I could write it too. That would be great. Okay, I could really have some read up, like some outline, some script, but you know, that's the official stuff. So anyway, got the new trailer out. I call it Operation GARW. You know what I'm saying? Even say they want to say Great American Race War. Some of you people are like, oh, it would be a Great American Race War, but you know, it was a part of the concept in there. A lot of the underlying themes of a lot of the civil unrest, a lot of the things that happen just that are unfortunate, you know, police brutality. Um, yeah, a young woman had boiling water on her stove and she was gunned down. So those are the types of things that, the types of themes that are always in there. Um, that's Operation GARW, which is the same as the Great American Race War film, but we even have the new trailer out for that. But it's been out since January of this year. And then working on it, Detective Jared, probably going to be one of my favorite characters, one of your favorite characters, along with a few of the characters you're going to see in Stakeout, Joshua Stakeout. I think Joshua Stakeout, this is all not written down, but all at the top of the dome. Joshua Stakeout, again, has so many characters, but you're going to see me portray like 50% of like 100 characters. I don't know how to say that, but basically wearing a few masks, you know, portraying a few clones, a few, you know, the same faces, but, you know, hopefully, well, the people already got on there now, you know, you are Isaiah Jenkins, shout out, a lot of other people, Chris Crew, those are the Archangels, Gabriel, Isaiah Jenkins, and Chris Crew, man himself, Michael, Archangel Michael, got Jai here, Soto as Hector, shout out to Kenneth Appleton. I was just filming with him yesterday. We got some perfect scenes for him in his character Bennett in Joshua Stakeout. That was really fun. And yeah, another guy, look out for it. Guy playing Edward Gage is the main antagonist, one of the main antagonists of the Joshua Stakeout series. Besides the devil himself, it is the human Edward Gage, but we call him No Eyes for various reasons that I do not want to spoil. So this is just episode 1 to find out how he became No Eyes, or he becomes No Eyes. Episode 2, that's where he goes into his full character of No Eyes. So there's a lot of things going on with Joshua Stakeout. Again, if you read the book, go out and read the book, because there's going to be more details of the book series today, because it's a great book series. There are 6 books in the book series, and the 7th book, I've announced the book cover, Lark's Last Stand. Lark's Last Stand is going to be, yeah, if you love like pretty much all the books, but you know you had some favorites, it's going to put every single bit of your favorites from every single book into this book. And the one thing I love is the action line. So working on the action, stunt choreography, whatever, like this Joshua Stakeout series is going to translate really well. Some of the dialogue really surprised me when I was saying the words. I was like, yo, this just feels right. This just feels right. So Joshua Stakeout is something I'm really excited about. Definitely a passion project. There's still some more roles open I'm looking for. Some of y'all, I'll be like, you know who you are. Y'all know who you are. So, you know, again, a lot of what I do is like, you know, it's teamwork, it's vision, but like teamwork makes the dream work. So I couldn't get any of it done without y'all. And I want to say I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. Shout out to Daniel Lynch as Raphael. Also saw him as Kung Fu Kenny. Not like the other Kung Fu Kenny, but him as Kung Fu Kenny in Martial Mike 2. That portrayal, great role. He's Archangel Raphael. So everybody again, you know, from all different continents, everybody, like, massive respect. Like, you're gonna see some great films, great web series, TV shows, whatever. So for the most part, like, this is like the beginning, I always like to say, but we kind of been here for like 4 years. So year 5 is coming up for Mira Productions and all that stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of hard work and stuff like that put into all these books, a lot of these movies. And some of y'all know me from wrestling, so we'll talk about wrestling a little bit later. But on the J25, like, for real, Well, this is like exciting. If you worked on a project of mine, much love, much respect. If you want to work on a project of mine, and you will work on a project of mine, we already worked it out. Much love to you. You know, even if you don't, I'm just like much love to you anyway. We're gonna work on a project anyway. You just don't know it yet. But these projects are super fun. You know, not like super strenuous and stuff like that. Like just like best time of your life, for real. So let's get to filming, y'all. Let's work. And again, I guess to give predictions, I played Joshua Lark. Joshua Lark is the preacher with supernatural powers, wields the golden cross, but a lot of things happened to him. You know, growing up, losing his parents, whatever, to unknown circumstances. But, you know, a lot of other things that happen. And then, you know, he finds himself. He finds his shadow self, his higher self. Higher self is higher aspect of himself, from higher realm of existence, of consciousness, of the shadow self, or the lower nature of man, the flesh. But both of these aspects of himself he must use in order to fight this war against the forces of darkness, specifically, you know, inside of him, you know, Lucifer, the princes of hell, all that stuff. Those are all masks I'm going to be wearing. So that's all going to be me. But we're not going to get into that. It's going to be crazy. I think you're going to like, really going to like Shadow, and then also play a few other characters inside of Joshua Lark's mind, like Eric and Sean, two aspects of the psyche, or more so the hemispheres of the brain, the right hemisphere, the artistic side, the left hemisphere, the more technological, the more logical side. So all this other stuff going on, everything you watch from Joshua Mira videos, maybe watch the spiritual videos somewhere on Facebook or YouTube, wherever, like with me just talking about stuff. This is like the application of everything that you were taught, that you were learning. So this is like a very spiritual, religious, whatever you like to call it, film. But it's quite satisfying, like hearing the actual dialogue spoken from other people, but even for myself, it's very satisfying. And I think it's definitely going to be the greatest performance I've ever put on, because I really meant something to me. The camera was looking different. Like, it's the same camera, same lens. You know, maybe different SD card, I don't know, but things were happening differently, I think, for this one. So if you want to join on, you know, just let me know. Some of y'all just have to pick out. So yeah, Joshua Stakeout, still got some more characters to look out for. But for my parts, which is about 75% of it, because I play so many characters, it's gonna be fun. See you soon. New man, same task. New man, same task. Peace.